Good afternoon. Today is Thursday, the 11th of September, 2025, and the time now is 37 minutes past 12 p.m. in the afternoon. My name is Honest John, the son of John O'Sullivan, or Roughneck, or Marsh, or the Rugged Miller, or the Crooked Winner, or Roxbury, and I'm a boxer, prize fighter, pugilist. I'm 55 now, but when I was probably a teenager, when I was probably maybe um, um, 18, 19, I started hearing these jokes. Why did the chicken cross the road? I had so many of these growing up when I was young, when I was a teenager. Why did the chicken cross the road? And I think now, as I'm 55 years old, I'll be 56 next month. In October, I'll be 56 years old. But I always think, now I know they have never met me. They don't know me as in, oh, they never met me. They never met me or but I feel like it's a wind up, it's a piss take, and I feel like I'm part of that joke. Now I know that God is love, Jehovah. I do believe God is love, and God's got the best. God's got a wonderful personality. I mean, he's got humor. He's highly intelligent, clever. I'm talking about God's spirit, God's soul. Beautiful. So I get all that because everything in the world, according to faith and what we believe, is God. You understand? Like God is a creator, and so every hair He created according to what we believe, what we understand and believe. So it's wonderful, humor and jokes. But I feel though, having said that, I'm not a chicken. I'm not a chicken crossing the road. I'm not because when I look back over my life, I think that yeah, I've had a lot of wonderful times, and I've had areas where I haven't really been so happy. But I think overall, I think you live and learn, you develop, isn't it? Like you meet people, you form relationships that don't work. Sometimes it works. You're in love, you're not in love, or you're in love and then you break up and whatever. It's life. I never said to myself or anybody that I'm gonna um, turn 18 and then I'm gonna live a fairy tale life. I never told myself that. No, I'm living a fairy tale. That I'm gonna move to the out of London to the countryside somewhere and put my little pocket my pennies together and try and buy a little box flat I never said no. So you take the rough with the smooth. What that means, rough with the smooth, is it's has life, isn't it? Yeah, it's the function of life. I mean, what can you do? I know there's people out there that have this fairy tale existence. They're in wonderful health. Their partner's very beautiful. They've always got money in the bank. They've got a good profession. They've got all the qualifications. Their parents are this, and all of that. And all that. Good for them. Good luck. Good luck. Hope you're happy. Good luck. They go to church and they've always gone to church. They never missed a mass service on a Sunday or whatever it is. Good luck. Good. You know what I mean? Well done. I think it's amazing. As for me, though, so what I'm saying, I'm not a chicken crossing the road. I don't find that funny. I don't think, why did the chicken cross the road? They started these little jokes. I'm talking about in Brexit. We're in a Brexit in England, in Brexit. Why did chicken cross the road? So I'm thinking to myself, well, like when I was growing, like I said, when I was younger, when I was a teenager, like my brethren, like my friends, they weren't really that they weren't really that how can I'm trying to find the word now. They weren't really that like as boys, as men, as young men, they weren't really that strong. They weren't really that strong, no. Not many of them really that had that great natural strength or that strength given that God given strength. They never had it. So say chicken crossed the road. I think growing up, like where we grew up in the council estate, there wasn't many. There was a few, one or two out of a lot of people that didn't have that natural strength to be um, what's the word? To be influential or amongst men, amongst young men. They never had it. So when you say chicken, I wasn't no fucking chicken, mate.